It's an interesting dynamic there with the two head coaches.
No, it absolutely is. The problem with it is when Coach O walks into a bathroom and there's stalls open and there's also urinals open, he pees in the urinal. Dabo is the type of guy that goes and pees in the stalls. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's always that guy, that.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Why do you think Dabo goes into the stall?
He strikes me as the stall guy. Like when you see the feet and they're pointed toward the toilet rather than back, you're like, oh, there's the stall guy.
Why? What's wrong with peeing in the stall?
When there's urinals open?
That's a good point. Okay. All right. No, so I'll tell you what I do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this one. You know when you go into a public bathroom and it's always like you walk in and there's the line of urinals and then down there's the stalls? Like I don't know, at a ball game or something.
Okay. When it's an open urinal?
It doesn't matter if it's the trough or the wall urinals. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I like the trough. I love the trough.
Either way.
Yeah.
But the point is, everybody always just stops by the door. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I always do the thing where I'm like, I'm looking down. There's nobody down there. I'm like, I'll see y'all suckers later.
We used to have the trough at Broadmoor Elementary at all the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And I would get on one end and see if I could pee all the way to the other end of the trough. I did.
Did you ever make it?
I don't know.
How many people could stand at the trough?
I mean, this is an elementary school, so it was a
like 3 or 4?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, it's not that. You don't need that long of a stream to do that.
No. But I mean, you're like, you grunt.
You're pushing.
Yeah, I'd push. You had to push to make it.
See, I don't think that helps. I think the stop and start gives you the burst.
I would stop and then
I think the stop and start.
I'd squeeze it and then just I love that.
Okay, so Dabo pees at the in the stall instead of the urinal.
He strikes me as a guy that pees in the stall instead of the urinal. I mean,
came out there with 3 minutes and we said, "Hey, let's go win the daggum game, man."
I'm glad you just played that because the accent's fake, by the way.
You think it's fake?
I do think it's. Well, I take that back. It's not fake. He probably has a touch of an accent.
Yeah, he accentuates it
big time.
Yeah,
like probably listens to looks at old Western movies and dadgum. Who says dadgum anymore? Dadgum.
No, but Bobby Bowden said dadgum.
Well, that's why he does it.
I know. So you think he's copying Bobby Bowden?
I think he copies Bobby Bowden.
But you do realize that he's a great coach.
No, he's a good coach. Yeah, his name's Dabo.
He's won 2 national titles.
I get it. I understand. I think he's a good coach. I do think he's a good coach. But his name's Dabo, and he's got a fake accent.
This is how a championship game ought to be.
And
was he taking a shot there at LSU scoring 63? By the way, is that what that was?
But he does that, Matt. Like it's the passive aggressive. Like he does that because he has to be the nice guy.
Is he just trying though to motivate his players with that? I mean, he's got to be. That's because he hasn't always been like this.
I don't think he's trying to motivate his players necessarily. I think that's probably part of it. I think that's like his persona now. Like he's always playing the nice villain.
By the way, #1 recruiting class. It ain't going to stop anytime soon.
That's because he goes and sits in these homes of these poor kids and these parents who don't know any better and they listen to the fake accent, and he puts the seat up when he pees in the bathrooms at their house.
That's what a normal
the whole thing, and he just gets
housebroken human would do.
He takes me on an emotional roller coaster every time I listen to the man talk.
If we lose this game, I mean, they're going to kick us out. They don't want us in there anyway.
So I would like to open hand slap him across the face.
Yeah.
When I hear him talk and say things like that.
You want to throat punch him?
No, he doesn't deserve the closed fist when he says that.
You're going to slap him.
The disrespectful slap.
Of the slap.
It's more disrespectful.
That's true.
Yeah. Like I'm not even going to waste my time balling up my fist. I'm open hand slapping you.
Yeah.
And then he says, all glory be to God.
Yeah.
And I all of a sudden want my child to go play for him.
Oh.
Yeah, I do. Like at that moment.
There's an ebb and a flow.
Well, I don't think it's fair.
Why?
He takes me on emotional. He's playing with everybody's emotions. And we're allowing him to do that. I'm kind of off him for that.
Our league doesn't get the credit. Maybe we need some of them ACC guys on some of them big network shows that they have.
That's fake. Network.
Big network shows. That's true.
Big network shows.
Because, he was from Alabama, played at Alabama. Even guys from Alabama don't talk like that.
No. Nobody talks like that. It's not the Andy Griffith show. Nobody talks like that.
The guys on the Andy Griffith show talk like that?
They said dadgummit probably.
Musa, can you get us some audio from the Andy Griffith show? I'm curious if they do talk like that.
Put your hat on right, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right on.
So there's two ways to wear a hat.
Yeah.
You either wear it forwards,
Yeah.
or you wear it backwards.
Nah, you don't do that. You don't wear it backwards.
You can.
Nah.
It's acceptable.
Mm.
Nobody wears the hat sideways. I feel like when he puts his hat on, and when you watch games, pay attention to this now. He just lets it sit on top of his head and kind of cocked off to the side.
Kind of like Les used to do?
As if he doesn't care. But Les would actually put it on right.
Yeah, but it was high. It sat high upon his head.
But he put it like that on purpose. I think Dabo does this because he wants people to think that he doesn't care what he looks like just because he's Dabo, man. I'm Dabo.
Making faces at your buddy and flipping crayons or whatever. And
You ever flipped a crayon?
No.
No.
I'm off him. Great coach, though.
The whole sarcastic, like, we don't play anybody thing's tired. But what I hated worse was like well, I guess we got to go play LSU.
But all I can tell you is we 10-1 versus the SEC in our last 11.
Yeah.
That's a lot of South Carolina, too, by the way. I mean, it's fair. It's a lot of South Carolina mixed in there.
I guess we're playing LSU.
Whatever. He's the modern day Pete Carroll for me. Like the college, like that's who he is. And
it's an interesting comp.
And I hated watching Pete Carroll chew his gum on the sidelines.
Yes. Yeah. Just want to open hand slap that gum out of his face.
Right out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I want the gum to fly. You know what I hate with Dabo? This is what I hate on the sidelines with Dabo. I hate the clapping.
Don't clap. Ever.
I hate the clapping. But I really hate when a good play happens, he runs to his assistants and hugs them. Have you noticed that?
No.
Okay, I want you to pay. Like, it's like the greatest thing he's ever seen happen. He just sprints over, and everybody's smiling and just having a good time, and we're just there having fun, man. All glory be to God. We're just having fun out here,
And then you
man.
love him again.
And when he says that, I'm like, no, I want to go play for you. I don't think it's very fair what he does to me. He plays with my emotions.
Came out there with 3 minutes and we said, hey, let's go win the daggum game, man.
Hey, ain't a big deal.